if it all can all get going, you get the linebackers back, and it's like who knows? Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say that this team can't be better than we all ever dreamed?
Hey guys, hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you're ready to listen to our post Bears Philadelphia Eagles recap. Before we get into it, though, I want to talk about our friends at Miller Lite. Obviously, Dave, did you have a nice Miller Lite at Thanksgiving?
I had a few of them, actually. Ed had some great family time, basted the turkey with a little Miller Lite, put a little Miller Lite in the stuffing, Ed. It was Miller Lites all around.
Beautiful. I love it, Dave. I'm right there with you. It was just a fantastic time. Cousins, family, friends. I saw some friends beforehand, and it's awesome. Shout out to Miller Lite. It's the best holiday beers. They're the ones that you don't expect. Miller Lite, great taste. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you, or you could pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time, everybody. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Go get your Miller Lite. Icon Pass. Icon Pass is going on sale for the season. Last day to buy is December 11th. So you'll want to beat the buzzer when it comes to locking in yours. With Icon Pass, you're scoring access to 60-plus unique destinations worldwide. More mountains, more powder, more highlights, and more joy all winter long. Starting at $349 for an adult, the Icon Pass delivers nonstop action from first chair to last pre-cheer. By now, with a payment plan for as low as $0 down, Dave. 0% APR, terms apply. Avoid standing on the sidelines and watching your crew run laps without you. It's your last chance to stack your season with joy this winter. Buy your Icon Pass before December 11th at IKONPASS.com. That's IKONPASS.com before December 11th. All right, Dave, let's get into the show.
Whoosh.
All right, everybody, welcome to the stretch. Instant reaction. We recording. The game just ended about 10 minutes ago. The Bears beat the Philadelphia Eagles 24-15. Holy fuck, what a win on Black Friday. My voice, I feel like it's about to be gone from screaming in my garage so loud. I mean, my main talking point in that video is I don't know what the fuck people are going to say now. I assume they're going to make a bullshit thing about how the Eagles
That's what it's going to be.
Exactly. That's what it's going to be. The Eagles are fucking good. Don't give me that shit. Every team has weird growing pains. Do I think they play great right there? No, not necessarily. But regardless, get that shit out of my face. With that said, take it away because I don't know what to say right now. Dave, your face is very close up. And I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm in my aunt and uncle's guest bedroom right now.
All right. I'm sorry. Or whatever. All right.
So I put like my computer on my knee right here.
All right. Regardless.
All right. Do you want me to go?
Yes. Please go because I'm
all right
all over the place.
Jalen Hurts, whatever. They bullied the fuck out of that team. 250 yards rushing right down the middle. All you hear about is Jalen Carter this, Davis that. It was the interior line, hit him in the mouth right from the word go. That was a game that even when they scored, it cut it to 1, I guess, but I was never really worried. It's just like, all right, start handing the ball off again. Just run it right down their throat, shrink this game. And they were the better football team in every phase. And we got the defense again when he needed it most. Kevin Byard, Nashawn Wright, that guy's an absolute ball hawk. Stop laughing at Dave's floating head right up. I can see his pores. I can see your pores, Dave.
What's wrong with
There you go.
Is better?
Yeah.
Now I'm uncomfortable.
Well,
you're making me uncomfortable.
I'd rather you be uncomfortable than us looking at you like you're at the dentist, dude. Like you're like this.
Like I'm Mr. Portnoy.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Dave, open wide. Yeah, Dave, open wide.
He is
the
Mr.
dentist.
Portnoy.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. To your point. The only thing that got nervous there was his nose is open now. The only thing that got nervous there is that typically when you let teams hang around and you don't just finish them off and step on their throat, they come back to bite you in the ass. That looked like it had it all over it. Like 10-3 at halftime. The Bears clearly the more dominant team at half, running the ball all over them. And then we just couldn't muster anything on drives. Granted, that came to fruition there at the end with the Cole Kmet touchdown drive. Amongst
Monangai too. Monangai, that was such a comeback statement drive when you needed it. And there was like the little roughing the passer, and then they felt like they got a little momentum in that third quarter. And that's what I mean, where it's like, all right, let's just go back to bully ball. And they took all their momentum and stuffed it right back down their throat. And it was this is the thing where it's like I agree with you, Ed, when it was like, oh, we're dominating, they're hanging around, they're the Eagles, we're the Bears. But it does kind of feel like I'm starting to think this team is just different. Like we've been hesitant, all of us, to be like, this team is good. We're thinking about we're thinking about the playoffs. We're thinking about maybe saying this team is good. I don't think Dan's ever said that they're actually good. They might just be good. That's a thing where it's like, hey, at some point you're 9-3, you're winning 75% of your games. You've won, what is it? 8 out of 9, 9 out of 10, whatever it is.
In a row and whatever.
Yeah, like they just keep winning. And then this was the first one where they didn't need a miracle. They win on Black Friday, short week, against the team that's 8-3, defending Super Bowl champions, top of their division, and the Bears punched them in the mouth for 60 minutes. There was a moment in that game, they flashed the graphic up on the screen. The time of possession was like 36-10. So it was just like the Bears were doing whatever they wanted, running the ball. That interior offensive line, we've been screaming to improve the interior of the offensive line for years. Eddie, you've been saying it as long as I've known you doing this podcast. They finally in the off, and now we're after Thanksgiving for running the ball.
Yeah. Sorry, you chopped out there for a second, but no, listen, you're right. But the thing is that we've been dancing around and we haven't been saying they're good because I think we needed a win like this. We knew that we beat some really bad teams. We knew that we beat some really bad quarterbacks, but we know how good the Eagles are. Because listen, you want to say whatever you could say whatever you want about their offense. Their offense is weird. They're stuck in mud a lot of times. They can't get AJ Brown involved in the offense, even though they did a great job at that today. But their defense has always been legitimate. It's always been legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they just slipped up this past week against the Cowboys, but they still have a really good defense. And to see us actually beat the living fuck out of them was crazy.
Dude, if you take away the weather today, where literally nobody on planet Earth could throw the ball and shove the ball downfield with any authority at all. I mean, like people are going to look at this game and talk about Jalen Hurts and Caleb Williams and their inability to do so. That weather was nasty today. There's nothing you can do about that. I don't care if you're Patrick Mahomes or a third stringer. Nobody's shoving the ball downfield today. But the Bears literally lined up and said, we are going to run the ball right now. Try and stop us. And the Eagles couldn't. And that is the most erect I have been watching the Bears in so long, because of that offensive line play. And it's been good for a while now. We talked about how we thought it was going to be an average or better unit this year at the start of the year. I think we can call it an elite unit now. That is one of the absolute best units in all of football is the Bears offensive line. And Darnell Wright is absolutely an elite right tackle. I was watching him all day today. He had one false start. Kind
of had a little bit of a game. I thought,
though. Every time I would look at him, I'm like, I'm going to watch Darnell Wright this play. He was just massacring people. It was a pleasure to watch. That offensive line is awesome.
He is.
The Bears' run game is awesome. And Caleb Williams is going to just be way better than that because the weather is not going to be a fucking monsoon every week, you know? Like, I think that's the game right there where
I would say
Darnell came to fruition.
Darnell Wright in the run game is a beast. He gets hands on you and you're fucked.
Fucked.
Am I fucking frozen again?
Oh, you're good. I'd say we're elite run blocking unit for sure. The pass blocking is where the unit kind of slips up. There was
right
Trapillo
tackle.
got
right.
the best of him at one point, and it killed the drive. And then Darnell Wright had that one where he looked kind of silly on that rep where I forget who it was, just came right up the middle, and it ended the drive too. It was just a really bad rep from Darnell Wright. He got right on the inside of him. But regardless, from the inside, I mean, Dahlman, Tooney, and Jonah Jackson, I mean, you just couldn't ask better guys to run behind. These and both running backs too. Like, it just didn't matter who it was. Both of them were having incredible success. I think DJ ripped one off for 10 yards.
Yeah,
they almost hit 300 yards on the ground. I got to pull that up to see what they finished.
281 yards on the ground. I got it up right now.
Insane. And only 13 of that was from Caleb. So that's, scrambling and whatnot. Because I don't know if there was any or a ton of.
No, they had a couple design runs. They had that third down and short where it was
they did.
Yeah.
That
so
was
they had
A+ play call. He had a couple A+ play calls today. That was an A++ play call.
I thought the one to Cole too, where it's like you hadn't seen it all. You haven't seen that type of almost a Cole like play action go route, and they just been because you get kicked in the teeth for 55 minutes. And then you bow your necks, get ready for third and short, and it's just a little teardrop over the top to Colt. And it was, what was that, 30-yard play, 25-yard play? It was beautiful. And it was just like, that felt like it's kind of funny in a way, because you get the number one overall pick quarterback, the can't miss guy, you get the offensive guru, and when the Bears are the Bears, what is it? It's takeaways and running the football. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. I love having an identity. Look, it'd be great to have a great quarterback, and I'm not saying he's not going to be a great quarterback, but there is something it feels like home when you win like that. I'd rather win like that than slinging it all over the place in a shootout. Like, that's Chicago Bears football right there. And someone said it in their group text. It might have been White Boy Rick or Lance, but it was like, a year ago, we're getting absolutely embarrassed with Eberflus on national TV, can't manage the clock, giving up a ton of points to the Lions. And then you fast forward and it's just like, we're back. This is Chicago Bears football. It like warms my heart. It is like, I'm in such a good mood that, like, we're going to have huge games in December, probably January. It's great. It's a great time to be us right now.
Now, you just used one key word right there. You said probably January. It's official that if the Bears do not make the playoffs as it sits right now, that is a choke job, and that's fucked up, and they fucked up. I'm not wrong when I say that either. The Bears officially they need to make the playoffs. They have to make the playoffs. There's no excuse not to. Obviously,
I think you're right, because it's like they've shown that they can play with anybody now.
Anybody.
Yeah. So it's like, we were looking at the schedule with 7 games to go, and it's like, all right, you got to find a way to go, win the best of 7, go 4-3. And you're 2 up right now. And you got, the Packers are coming, you got 2 against the Packers, Browns, and Detroit. Is that right? And San Francisco out there. But it's like, I saw that line today. The Bears were a 7-point dog. And I was looking at like the touchdown scores. There wasn't a single Bear on DraftKings that was less than plus 200 to score a touchdown. So it felt like Vegas and the books and DraftKings knew, or highly anticipating, the Bears kind of coming back down to earth today. They went the other direction.
And that's the bullshit, Chief. That's the bullshit that people won't talk about. They'll make all the excuses in the world for this Bears win, but they won't talk about the fact that we just went in there on the road in a standalone game, and we're heavy dogs because the Eagles came off a big loss. Like, that's how the NFL works. Like, everything was primed to just baiting you to take that -7, because that's how the NFL is.
So I was driving
I'll admit. Go ahead.
You can go.
I'll admit that when the Eagles choked that game away last week, I was kind of like, fuck. Because now it's like they're going to be kind of itching. They were never in that game. The Bears were in control of that game the entire time.
I was driving back from Western Illinois this morning to the suburbs up where I'm at now, and I was toggling between commercials, kind of like it was TV, between 670 and 1000 to get all the pregame stuff. And everybody that was on the station, it didn't matter if it was a host or one of the guests they brought in from a national perspective or a local perspective. And I think that probably we as a fan base as a whole were guilty of this too. But everybody was treating this like a house money game. Probably myself in my head a little bit too. But who didn't treat that as a house money game? The Chicago Bears didn't. They outperformed everybody's expectations. Dude, from the media to the fan base to everybody. And they went out there and they just bully balled on the road. And that was awesome.
Dude, it just goes back to people doing their job and the culture that's set. And I think it really started that Monday night game against the Commanders. I think that's when it really came together. Yeah. That's when we really saw people blocking down the field, everyone doing their job. Do you remember the play in the first quarter when Monungai looked like he was dead? The play was stopped at the line. The third fucking tight end, Smythe, and Darnell Wright just pushes him a little bit more to get the first down. That's the little shit that keeps happening that you can tell these guys are listening and they're fucking executing exactly how Ben Johnson's looking for. That's a shit that makes me fucking go nuts. That was incredible, that play.
There's a culture. That's the thing where it's just like, you're going to have off games and bad weather and this and that, but like the way that they compete, it just makes me think they're going to be in every game. And we talked about it last time where you see They're bringing Jalen Johnson, and Ed, you called it, Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon off of IR. And I was like, maybe not on a short week. They threw him right in there. Jalen Johnson looked like he hadn't missed a step. I know AJ
Yep.
Brown had some receptions. I didn't think that he was
They were
the
on
guy
Nation
covering
on.
it. Yeah. But I thought Jalen Johnson, he had a pass breakup of Dallas Goedert. He had a few other plays where it's just like, all right, like now we have like a side of the field that we feel like we have an advantage on. Devontae Smith, like a ghost in that game. Again, weather, whatever, but it was just like having Johnson in there, Gordon in there, CJ Gardner Johnson, as a fill-in guy. Like they just the secondary, if they can all get going, you get the linebackers back, and it's like who fucking knows? Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say that this team can't be better than we all ever dreamed?
Yeah, listen, Devonta Smith, his final line was 5 for 48, but he had one catch for 30, and I think that was
Yeah.
early on. So I think after
Yep.
that kind of shut him down. There was one play on Devonta Smith where the Bears did get away with one with the linebacker. When he
Yeah, that was blatant pass interference.
for sure. The Bears
whatever.
got away with one. We are
Mhm.
okay saying that. But it's crazy how and both teams kind of had that. That's what I'm going to say. Like there was little shit that had
Mhm.
third down drive killers, right? There was one there where AJ Brown killed the drive on a push off. That play I was just talking about.
Yep.
I don't.
That AJ Brown one, I
They
thought
were,
that was a little soft too. We might have got away with that one.
Sure,
too.
sure. But
Yeah.
listen, we had our plays too. I don't know what was wrong
Mhm.
with the footing. DJ fell on that
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
wide open pass, and
That,
Caleb
that was
threw
a,
it
that was
right
going to be a 20-yard game.
Luther Burden had a same situation. It was a weird thing with the footing.
Rome had a drop again.
What'd you say?
I think Rome had a drop. They never showed a replay. I thought it was a Rome drop.
That's another thing. That's my observation on Prime. Was Prime just not showing as many replays as they should have?
I had the same thought at one point too. Yeah.
I
Even
was
on
like, show it again. I said I was muttering that to myself throughout the entire game. I'm like, show the play again, and they wouldn't.
Guys, Thanksgiving's over. A lot of college football this weekend, and it's.
Ed, you know what I'm going to be doing?
What have you been doing?
I'm not going to be doing any cooking. I'm going to be ordering up a lot of Jets pizza.
That's what you got to do, Dave. You took the words right out of my mouth because Jets Pizza does not compromise on quality. They have been using the same 5 core quality ingredients since day one. Look out for that barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh, it's the best.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Honestly, that's outside of an ad. I love that. Their barbecue chicken pizza. It's awesome. Every morning, 2 types of dough are made fresh in store. Cheese is hand grated. Veggies are hand chopped. The sauce is mixed. In addition to being the best Detroit-style pizza, Jets is also known for their ranch. It is my number 1 ranch.
Elite.
It's made fresh every day. And Jets Pizza has 32 Chicagoland locations. They are in a total of 460 locations, 25 states. Head to jetspizza.com for menu and store locations. It's not pizza, it's Jets. Chicago-only locations can get 20% off their Jets Pizza order by using code STRETCH20. Go do that. That's a heck of a discount, and it's worth it when you got something as quality as Jets Pizza. DraftKings, the NBA season is rolling. DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. Here's how it works. Pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Pick 6 gives you more upside than those other pick'em sites, and it's available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, and more. So nail your picks tonight, and don't just win. Stack up on those payouts. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code STRETCHPOD. Jeez, I thought the Prime broadcast just didn't show enough replays. That's my biggest con on it. I don't know what was going on, but not enough replays. I thought Grady Jarrett had another good game. I thought he was a force once again.
We need to talk about the defense as a whole because obviously and I'll always call a Philly team the Phillies kind of by mistake. I was about to do it right there. Philly, their offense has been struggling. It's weird though because last year obviously Saquon had that MVP caliber year, 2,000 yards. They say an all-time great offensive line. And this year it's like it obviously hasn't been as good, but Hurts is still like he only had 1 interception prior to the pick he threw today. He's still been like pretty good. They've been pretty good, but it's like been very, very off. And today it seemed like just a gigantic microcosm of what the whole season's been. Because the Bears defense obviously has not been good this year, and they pretty much manhandled them the entire game, which I did not expect at all. I thought the Bears had a chance today. I didn't think they were going to win like a Big Ten football game, which is kind of what it was.
Well, I just don't understand. I mean, am I crazy? I understand you got to play to the flow of the game, but I still don't think the flow of the game called for Saquon Barkley only running the ball 13 times.
He only got the ball.
13 carries, Dave. That's a little
Yeah,
crazy.
17.
Especially considering the game was 10-3 throughout the first half.
So
Sure, then they scored to make it 10-9. That doesn't mean you
guess
got to start playing catch up deep.
the Eagles
But I don't think they had the ball that much. They didn't
Yeah.
have the ball that much. So when time of possession is 36 minutes to 10 in the fourth quarter, I think that's part of the equation. You can't give them the ball if you don't have the ball. And it's like the Bears just dominated that game and dominated the clock. You only get so many possessions and so many kicks at the can.
No, I get it, but then that's on fucking them to keep the ball longer. The way you keep the ball longer is to run the ball successfully.
True.
It feels like they didn't even really give it a shot. I was stunned by that. I think he had 2 targets, and I think both of them were on. Well, one of them was on Hurts. He didn't wait for him to turn around. The second one, Barkley was looking upfield and he didn't catch the ball. But still, I was stunned that they didn't get him or Goddard going, considering we were down all the linebackers again.
Yeah.
Just a weird observation. I don't know if that's a short week and they weren't prepared for it, but I was very puzzled by they didn't do that.
I thought they just got flat out coached and outplayed. Like I think you know the Bears were the better team in every phase. I don't know if you guys, I was all disconnected or whatever. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Kickoff, special teams, which has been a big Achilles heel, given a big field possession. I thought they were much better today too.
Mm-hmm.
It was consistently they were giving the ball up around the 20-25 yard line opposed to like the 35-40.
Right.
It was like that. It's weird because the Bears have won a lot of nail biters against a bunch of what Bears fans admit aren't the best teams. Block field goals and miracle wins and shit. This was the one where it's like they kind of just bullied them all over the field, and that's the best team they played.
Mm-hmm.
So make it make sense. I'm super excited for next week now. Weirdly enough, next week doesn't mean near as much as it did like an hour ago before the win. It does.
It still absolutely does, Dave.
It very much does. And I hate the Packers and I want to kill them.
I don't even think it's that. You lose this game,
gigantic must-win game. I don't think it's.
But Dave, if you don't win this game, you're not in first place. Like they have a chance to win the division.
Yeah.
So
win the game. Yeah.
It is until they have 11 wins. Like I'm treating every game like a must win it until they have 11 wins and they're playing
that's fair. Totally fair.
Going into that Lions game. So if you win this game, then you got a game and a half buffer over the Green Bay Packers. So it's not like they can't even, if you lose the next one, you're still, I think, technically a half game, because they have that weird tie, you're still up. So, and it's like, I'm not taking anything for granted. They kind of have to still win every week.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say that this is not going to happen, but I'm not going to say that this is going to happen, but if you go 10-7, if you only win that Browns game, like that's not a guaranteed in.
Correct.
So
Correct.
You need to win one of these NFC North games and obviously hopefully most of them, and you need to try to beat the 49ers because all those teams are still in it.
Yeah. I did the Athletic has like a simulation runner where you can predict every game. I did that maybe 55 times last week. And it's like, if you finish 10-7, you have like a 46, you're below 50% on making the playoffs. So, who knows how things are going to shake out, but you got to get to that 11th win somehow. So this Packers game is absolutely fucking massive.
Are we going to go and bring home a dub ourselves in Green Bay next week?
I mean, I hope so. Let's stay in the present for a little bit now. But I think because listen, also like something we're not going to, like we mentioned off the top of the show, but I mean, being able to not only stop the tush push,
take it away.
Push.
Has that ever happened?
I don't believe so. Dude.
Okay.
I know it's been stopped. I know they've stopped it. It's obviously the success rate is far higher than than they failed on it, but I don't think they've created a turnover off of it. And that's the kind of shit where it's like is something in the air. Like we got
the Pope, Virginia, and Mongo up in heaven.
Listen, and I'm not saying like I'm sitting here like, oh man, I miss Odengba, but I'm just saying I wish we would have seen what the unit was first.
A full complement.
Yes, exactly. And it's just an extra body on the field. Right?
Yeah,
totally. But I also think that Booker just took his job. I think that's part of the equation. I think I don't. Did he have a snap on the bench today? He played. I think he played the entire fucking game.
Austin Booker. Yeah, no, I know, but listen, of course, Odengbo, he was a starter. He would have been in there for sure.
Hmm.
So whether
We got reps, but
whether Booker would have
Booker
took some of
has
it, sure.
very impressive, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He hasn't gotten home he hasn't gotten home a ton yet, but he's been so much better against the run than I anticipated because like
Bingo.
he's a pin your ears back and get the quarterback type of guy. He hasn't really been that guy yet, but we didn't know what he was going to be against the run, and he's been way better against the run than I thought he was going to be in year two. So I'm pumped. Everything's looking great right now.
Dexter had a bad penalty. I mean, you just can't do that.
Stupid.
Yeah, just dumb. And I mean, listen, here's the part where we could also talk. We could also be real with ourselves too. Caleb didn't play particularly well.
No.
But
he had a couple bad breaks and the wind was crazy, but yeah, you're right. But it's one of those things where it never felt like he was killing the team. Granted, they were running the ball like crazy, but every time it felt like they needed a first down, they needed a big play. He did make plays, whether with his legs on the 1/3 down. The throw to Cole was a thing of beauty. The only one I was really disappointed in is he kind of short hopped it to Rome in the front corner of the end zone. He didn't quite set his feet.
Dude, but you look at the wind and it really looks like the wind just completely batted that ball down.
He doesn't set his feet ever. That was one where if he just
I would have to go and watch it again from that perspective, but in real time and when they showed the replay, because they did show the replay, I was like, all right, the wind just really batted it down.
Okay.
I judge Caleb absolutely zero on today's game because of how bad that wind was. It was just as Hurts couldn't put anything on the ball either. It's just I don't think anybody in the entire NFL could have today.
Yeah, 30 mile per hour winds in your face is a problem. And again, Ben Johnson, they received the opening kickoff and they had the wind at their back for the fourth quarter, and that might have been just good thinking too. Good coaching too. I don't know exactly how that played out, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. That if you're throwing that ball into the wind to Cole in the fourth quarter, I'm going to guess that's not a completed touchdown pass.
Why not?
But
yeah.
So everything that all the little details they got right today, and I just keep going back to that interior of the line. They just absolutely bullied two of the best defensive tackles in the league.
They bullied them, and defensively they played great. We didn't have TJ or Tremaine, and it's we haven't skipped a beat with these guys.
Or Sewell.
I know. That's what I mean. The Odengbo thing. I'm not pining for Odengbo. I think he,
fair.
I was more critical of him than I think anybody. But it's just one of those things where you get Jalen back and you get Kyler back, and you're like, all right, let's you forgot what this defense was supposed to be coming in. So
yeah.
Besides that, anyone have anything particularly about the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we were pretty particular the last 45 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, no, but anything else?
Anything else?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, Loveland had a few big catches too.
Yeah.
He gets better and better every week, it seems like. And you don't run the ball with just 5 linemen. So if you're running for almost 300 yards, the tight ends get credit, the receivers get credit. Everybody just feels like, that was not, I don't want to call it cliche, but it was, one of the tags from training camp, no block, no rock. Everybody on this team blocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. And
I thought DeAndre Swift, what?
Loveland had a big play on that fourth down.
Big time.
I know Blankenship fell a little bit, but regardless,
still,
that was a monster fourth down.
Yeah. And I was very critical of the way that DeAndre Swift ran the ball last year and, even into the beginning of the year. He ran, I don't know if Monungai's running off on him or if he's just bought in completely, but I feel very comfortable with him running between the tackles too. I thought his vision was great. He had a couple great cutbacks for, 10, 15 yard kind of explosive type running plays. He was really good again today too. So if, the only nitpicking, I would say, you probably want Caleb to have a little bit more air under that ball that got picked off on the screen. But
the one he hit Jalen Carter's helmet.
No,
that one too. Yeah,
that
was
one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it's just, I hate being too critical when things are good. I want to enjoy the good times
Hey,
when they're
don't
good.
feel bad. It's good to be minor league critical when things won't. We're
Yeah.
happy. Make no mistake
Yeah.
about it. But we still can talk about things that could have been better.
For
But
sure.
overall, we're fucking ecstatic. Like, how can you
Yeah.
be ecstatic?
How can you not be?
These be
Yeah.
the defending champions.
Yeah.
The
In
day
their
after
in their
Thanksgiving.
house.
Yes.
And again, I go back to the thing from Lance in the group chat where it's just like, what a difference a year makes. That was like the most embarrassing loss of all time on Thanksgiving last year. A year and a day later, you're sitting on top of the NFC North and you outcoach and outplayed the defending Super Bowl champions. It does not get better than that.
No, it doesn't. The defending Super Bowl champions. And that's the thing. It's just one of those things where it's like, what are they going to say now? I just kept saying that in my post game. And honestly,
They're gonna say it's the Eagles are on a downswing and it was a windy game and Jalen Hurts.
I
If you
can't
beat the
wait to
Packers
get
this week, there is literally absolutely zero, nothing, zilch, nada you can say about this team. So go do that and everybody shuts up.
I can't wait to walk in Monday with that good, better, best crew neck on and just go say hi to Max, go say hi to Mook, and just be like, "What's up now?" Because I think they probably had a W stuffed in their
Oh,
back
Max did.
back
He's like, oh,
pocket.
Caleb
Yeah,
Williams. Yeah. That,
yeah.
that fat fucking Philly scumbag loser. He thought he is so happy that we weren't streaming today.
Yeah. Oh
Because he would have
God. Been
been so obnoxious and so
Yeah.
loud, and he would have
I
gone
don't
in
know, though. I was
thinking
looking
like,
at his tweets. I think he's pretty down in their team. I think he's pretty down on.
They started booing the offense off the field
but
in the
it's the
first
Bears
quarter.
and it's Caleb Williams, and it's like you're not supposed to lose that team if you're
You're
if
not.
you're Philly. I was about to say the Phillies again. If you're Philly,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. This is some. They were pretty down on him for sure, but they probably were like, all right, kind of the opposite of what we were thinking headed into this game.
Yeah, and just
Every time I ran those simulations on the athletic whatever forecaster thing, I had this as an L. Every single 55 times I had 55 L's because I just didn't have a good feeling about this game. And the only thing I remember saying last week was like, maybe this is just like where Ben Johnson makes a difference. Short week, culture, all that stuff. And I think that showed up in a big way today.
And to go back to that too, another thing that I think maybe playing into this, doesn't matter if it's Monangai, it doesn't matter if it's Swift, is I don't know if you saw at halftime, LaShawn McCoy had a tweet. He's like, these running schemes by Ben Johnson are insane. So
Really?
it's part of the scheme.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the scheme too, where obviously guys who are much smarter than us that play the position are able to see things and be like, holy fuck, like
Yeah.
I was a running back, I'd love to eat in that offense. So
Dude, there were some holes there was that one for DeAndre Swift. It was just like a little trap play. I mean, you could drive, a Chevy Silverado through that thing. It was fucking insane.
Aura Frames is the answer to every holiday gifting moment. Never struggle again to find the perfect holiday gift. How did Aura Frame make holiday shopping easier for you, Dave? I know you got a big family.
Yeah, huge family. I started using Aura Frames a year or two Christmases ago. I have one at my house. I love it. It's an awesome gift, stocking stuffer, however you want to use it. It's really simple too. You got an app, phone app. Load up any picture you want. I got my bald head in Turkey. I got all the European trips that I've taken. And it's just a shuffleboard of all your favorite pictures. It is an awesome gift. Mom will love it. Sister will love it. Dad will love it. It's for everybody. It's a great gift.
Unlimited free photos and video. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi. It's got a gift box included. Every frame comes packaged in premium gift box with no price tag. You could share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone all year long. Don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames for a limited time. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code STRETCH at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code STRETCH. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Get in on the Aura Frames action.
They're legit awesome. I could not recommend them more.
Miller Lite, now's the time for those unexpected holiday side quests and enjoying a great tasting light beer. 'Tis Miller time. Simple ingredients like malted barley for rich, balanced toffee note flavors and the iconic golden color. 96 calories, and just 3.2 grams of carbs per 12 ounces of Miller Lite. That means Miller Time is always a good time. The original light beer since 1975, still iconic 50 years later. Dave, honestly, whether it's, hanging with a cousin on a walk or, going to the garage with an old high school flame, a dinner party turning with a late night hang, Miller Lite's just the tasting independent.
Yeah, it's super dependable. It's Chicago's beer. It's the Bears beer. It's my beer. It'll always be my beer. It's just always there.
Yeah, listen, awesome college football slate tomorrow. I'm going to have my Miller Lite ready to go watch that Ohio State-Michigan game. And you guys can too. It's the best holiday beer, and it's the one that you don't expect. Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you. Or you could pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. I mean, this is next week, man. Now it becomes Bears, Packers. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. I mean, they're coming off a monster win too.
Huge, yeah.
At Detroit on Thanksgiving, so they're riding high.
Well, yeah, both teams will be, an extra day of rest too. So it should, no excuses. I don't know who the Bears are getting back this week, but I saw that injury report because they were said, the two DBs were, limited but participating. And it's like, they're probably not going to play. And then 4 of your 5 normal dressing linebackers are out. And it's just like, it's not going to be our day. And then it's like, oh wait, belt to ass for the entire game. So it was. Oh man, I'm fucking fired up. Yeah, it was stunning, man. It was a stunning game, just the way it happened. I did not. If you gave me a million outcomes, you said 55, and I know this is a different conversation, but if you gave me a million outcomes and one of the outcomes was that we were just going to bully the fuck out of them on the ground and run for 250 yards, I can't say I thought that would be one of them.
Nope.
I mean, they're known for their tackles and their speedy ends and linebackers, and it's just like, let's just punch them right.
DBs.
Yeah, punch them right in the fucking mouth.
Jalen Carter, Dean, dude, line them up and
Vaughn,
like holy shit. I mean,
Davis,
as big of a win. I mean, that's the biggest win since when?
Yeah, it's
Rams.
Yeah, Rams Sunday night game.
Yeah, probably.
Rams Sunday night game in 2018. That's the one that popped in my head too.
Yeah.
7 years, but I mean, flush the win now. It's Packers week. That'll be the win. That'll be the win. That's the one I want.
I got it.
And I hate talk. This is kind of loser talk in a way. This was a house money win in a weird way. I want the Packers though. Give me the fucking Packers and beat them.
Yeah.
Give me the Packers and beat them.
Dude, 9-3. 9-3.
It shouldn't be a house money win though, Dave. This was.
I know it shouldn't be. It kind of. I don't
know. I know what you mean.
I do too. Yeah, but it should.
It was a win, or it's a win in a week where literally almost everybody thought they were not going to win.
Yeah, it's a big boy football win.
Yeah,
it's a boy football win. That's what it is, and it's
Monsters of the Midway, baby, is back.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, we didn't really talk about give the defense as much shine as it deserves for today because that defense was awesome today.
I'll say something about the defense. How many broken tackles did you see today?
None.
But I can't. Nothing that's sticking out.
Nothing egregious at all.
There was one where I think not a broken tackle, but it was like this guy. He caught the ball in space. I think it was AJ Brown, 3 yards short or whatever the first down line, and CJ Gardner-Johnson just wrapped him up. And it was good, good night, get the ball back to our running back. So it was everything I like. Me personally, that's how I like to watch football. I like defense. I like run the ball. I like
Big Ten football.
Just Big Ten football, Midwest, Monsters Midway, punch them in the mouth, control every second. That was fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it's still technically a holiday too, or else I would have loved to have one of the Eagles guys on, but I would be interested in their view in this game because listen. He has a Super Bowl, so I'm not going to go too hard on him. I think the criticism is too much. I think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, but there is points where I'm like, man, does he get shit for being a bad body language guy? Did you feel that? No, during that game.
I wasn't keyed in on that. I didn't.
No.
I'd have
I
to think about it, but
my
like
uncles noticed it. I'll say that, and I've never noticed it before, but they noticed it today, and I pointed it. So I in turn noticed it too. I kind of shook it off as just being like a shitty weather, cold and windy, and they're
I
losing.
think I
But
think the fans play a part of that too. When you're getting booed off the
Yeah.
field in a 7-3 game in the first quarter, it's like, what the
you
fuck?
know what? I kind of like Philly for that.
No,
I think
that
I
was
think I would fit
crazy
in with
today.
Philly fans if I
Yeah,
were
you're fucking scum socks, Dave. We know you'd fit right in if you
okay.
were
All
born
right,
in a
yeah,
different
all right.
place.
As long as
But
we're on the same page, then
no,
yeah.
but booing your 7-3 game, you're 8-3 and in first place coming off a Super Bowl, and you're booing your offense off the field in the first quarter. That's fucking insane. Philly fans are insane. That's that's fucking crazy what they
That's the
did.
standard. I kind of like that.
No, yeah, listen, I maybe you're right, Dave. Maybe it was just like a cold thing and they were frustrated because they were getting booed. But there was times where I was like, oh man, are things like not well over there? Like, are things actually not well?
I'll
But
say, dude, like we with obviously with where we
They're
were
lucky they're
with
in that division. I'll say that.
say that
I'll say the Eagles are lucky to be in the NFC East because
that
the
division's
Cowboys, the
trash.
Cowboys are kind of they're looking a
Cowboys are
little bit.
kind of humming right now, actually.
They are, but they're still what 2 games back now.
Yeah,
Uh,
6-1.
6-5-1. So yeah, game and a half. I don't know what the math
I
is,
mean,
but
they beat the
they're
Chiefs,
behind
the
them. The
Eagles,
Giants
and the
fucking
Pat.
stink. The Commanders are all beat up. They're not what they were obviously last year, but they're if they were in our division, they're not on top. They're in the graphic or in the hunt graphic.
Yeah, they could be luckier. They could be in the AFC South, Stephen Shea's shitty ass division.
Yeah, true.
That
Yeah,
division's the worst. But no, the Eagles are
yeah,
still 4. Like
yeah.
they need to be fine in our division. But
But I
uh,
don't. That's my point. I don't think they'd be 8-4 playing this division.
maybe yeah,
Yeah.
could be something to that. All right. Anything else on this game? There are a couple other things I want to get to, but
Let's get to them because now my phone is down to 10%.
all
So
right. Well, anything else as far as the Bears? Because I have other shit besides Bears.
Nope.
no, I'm on to I mentally clicked over to Packers and playoffs and all that. So next week is a mini playoff game. Let's go fucking get it.
Dave, your reaction to Dylan Cease getting $210 million on?
It was a lot, but like Dylan Cease throws for near 200 used to be the number you would say in this scenario when you're talking about a workhorse.
Yeah.
Now it's like 180, but in 2025, he's as workhorse gets. And he's got that shutdown stuff that you can be like, okay, he will get you a strikeout when you need it in a postseason situation, in a big at bat in the
Yeah.
playoffs. We saw that against the Cubs this year. Obviously, he wasn't good this year. He had near a 5 ERA, but that is absolutely something that the Chicago Cubs should have been all over. They weren't, and they won't be on any free agent of significance this year. And you guys should all be fucking disgusted with them, like I am with my team, that they won't be in on anybody of significance. So,
What
I
was
don't
it,
want to
7
talk I
years?
don't want to talk about it too much, but
yeah,
I feel
neither
the
do
way
I.
that I feel the way that Dave feels about, I would have been pretty fired up to get Dylan Cease.
It
At
was 7 years, right? Was that correct?
7 years, yeah,
Seven by 210.
Yeah.
seven for 30, straight up.
I remember talking initially where I think he was projected to be 5 for like 155. So, of course, initially when you see 200, you're like, there's some sticker shock. But then once you kind of weigh it out and you look at the AAV over 7 years,
Yeah,
like I think Dylan Cease is worth that. He was a fucking stud in 2021,
he
and then
was.
then the next season with the Sox. It's kind of hard to hold anything against anybody who are on that White Sox team. Like the
Agreed.
bottom had fallen out so
Yep.
hard.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of packed it in and said, fuck this. And then he didn't do as well with the Padres, but I'll tell you what, when he pitched that one game against the Cubs, he pitched pretty fucking well.
Yeah,
His
he's awesome.
his first year with the Padres was pretty good.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And
He's
it
gonna
is there
have a
is something
year within the duration of this contract where he is at or near like first, second with Cy Young with a sub 2 ERA because he gets in a rhythm where he consistently commands his fastball. That like this year he didn't do that, so start over start wasn't it. He didn't have that consistency,
yeah, but his
new
velocity is still
offseason,
there. Yeah.
yeah, the stuff is every bit as it's he's got like legitimate Shohei shit.
Yeah.
That like 100 mile an hour fastball, that snapping slider that is legit unhittable. It's just, can he dot I's and cross T's with that fastball command? And this year he didn't. But if he does next year, nobody should be shocked, or the next 5 years, because
Yeah,
what he does, he throws up 180 innings with a lot of strikeouts every year. That's a good contract for a good pitcher in
for
the.
sure. And I do think that I had my heart set on him. But part of that is like he was a Cubs farmhand, and then he just shoved it right down their throat in the playoffs. So it was like that would be a fucking great guy to have. Like, and in theory, he'd be your number three. If Steele comes
Right.
back the way that assuming he has good health and he's back to what he was, and then Horton and then him. I mean, that's a pretty fucking nasty 1, 2, 3 to start a series.
And like, look at it. Look, it's a copycat league, and what had happened to in that World Series? It was
Yeah.
both teams using a bunch of starters over and over and over,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
whether
Yeah.
it be out of the bullpen, whether it to be start on short rest. That's just a game. That's the
Yeah.
name of the game. And I don't care if you put yourself in a situation where we have too many extra starters. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
So they should have done it for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Anything Blackhawks related? I saw your black jersey tweet today. And what time do they play?
They're probably about to start pretty soon. I'm on Eastern time, so I'm all fucked up. But I think it's a home game, so I'm guessing it's either a 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock start. So I'm 7:30. I don't know, but they're playing the Preds tonight. The backup goalie is in, but
7 o'clock
Soderblom.
Central.
What 7 o'clock Central? Thank you, Emily, producer Emily. Um, so I bet them. I bet them because it's just like they've been playing so well. They probably deserve better against Minnesota the other night at home. Black jerseys. I think and the Preds are fucking awful. So they need to. They haven't had like a good quality win in a week or so now. So maybe longer. So I think tonight's the night for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have one more note as far as the Bulls go. I have one Bulls
Okay.
note. Uh, Stop putting Anthony Davis in trade talks to the Bulls. It's driving me fucking insane.
I haven't seen that.
It's,
Yeah.
dude, it's starting to drive me nuts because initially I thought it was just like random engagement farming people. They were just looking for people to talk about it, random clicks, whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever. That's not really a verified thing. The last one, and I know it's all hypotheticals, but I saw one from Bleacher Report, and that was the one where I was officially like, all right, we got to stop
What was
this.
the package?
The package was Kevin Huerter, Kobe White, Zach Collins, and a 2030 first round pick and a 2031 first round pick.
We're
Get
getting down to the 2030s already.
They're not. No one's even taking Vooch as part of this.
No, that was it.
All right,
That
fuck
was the
off.
package that they offered. I wanted to puke. The guy can't stay on the fucking court. We
Yeah.
are not in a win now situation. That's the type of trade that would honestly, I would never not be a Bulls fan. I would never turn to another team, but that would make me as low as I've been in a long time as a Bulls fan.
What if you got one of those? I'm coming home. I'm coming
Yeah.
home.
I don't even feel that way about him. He went to a weird high school. He's a fucking
Yeah, no, I
back.
know. I'm joking. I'm
No, I
joking.
know.
I'm joking.
But no,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
I'm not one that wouldn't fall for that. I'm all about
yeah.
that. When they ran that one for D Wade, I was like ready
Oh
to
fuck
cry.
yeah, let's go.
And I
Yeah,
was so
yeah.
excited. I was so fired up when I saw the D Wade one. But the Anthony Davis shit, get it out of my fucking face.
Yeah,
Like,
I hadn't seen that, and I'm glad I didn't. I wish you never told. I wish that you had deleted that from your notes for this episode.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just had to get it off my chest. And I know
Yeah,
this is like it should be a jubilant. I mean, it is a jubilant time. The Bears fucking beat the Eagles
yeah.
on Black Friday. But
And I got to tell you,
what?
we're two up right now. We're two up. That trade's probably going to happen. Okay. And then we'll just watch that video and hope we get 15 games out of them, finish with the 9 seed, and go about our business back to the Bears.
But the crazy part is there are people I know that will advocate for this because I know when healthy, he's a top 10, 15 player in the league, but he's
100.
not
Yeah.
fucking healthy, dude.
Yeah. No,
Never
like I
healthy.
said, over under 15 and a half games.
I know. It's
Yeah.
just, it's mind numbing. It's
No,
mind.
yeah, like I said, I wish you never said it.
Dave, what was the best thing you had at Thanksgiving?
The GF's uncle made White Castle stuffing.
Oh,
Ever-
I've heard
you
of
ever
that.
You heard of it?
I've heard
It's
of that.
legitimately the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
You
And
just
I don't eat that shit. It was fucking incredible.
have you just been Dutch ovening yourself all
Pretty
night?
much, yes, constantly, constantly.
No, that was rude. I'm a castle defender,
Yeah.
but No, good. Chief, you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think, the health crisis continues over here. So I would say that
It's Thanksgiving.
I'm out in Ohio, learned about this thing called Dayton dip, which is just like a spicy sausage with like like a liquidy like Velveeta type of cheese in a crock pot. That was awesome. These little pumpkin cookies, I've had stacks of those over the last few days. I had Skyline.
First time?
I had it a long time ago, and I had made it.
Oh yeah,
I had,
that's right.
I made it one time. We talked about that on Free Swim, but I got the 5-way. Enjoyed myself with that. Polished the plate. Thought it was pretty good. What else did I have? Yeah, like on it. Oh, this cinnamon swirl homemade sourdough bread with a little butter on there in the morning. That was pretty fucking good. I've been boys. I'm gonna have to live in the sauna and maybe buy a treadmill or something. Start
I'll,
walking 4 miles to work.
I'll tell you
Hey,
what,
you
Dayton Dip has my attention. That sounds intriguing.
I'll grab a recipe for you. It's just like a little crock pot dip, and it was awesome. I was just like hovering over that. Like if anyone wants to come talk to me, I'll be by the Dayton dip.
What do you think about the people who go straight out of the crock pot? Are you one of those?
Oh no, dude, on Thanksgiving that's totally allowed.
Yeah, there. I mean,
Chip
look
over
at I.
crock pot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
yeah.
your family. That's like I don't
Well,
give a
it
shit
wasn't
about
my
them.
family. It wasn't my family, but I was still dipping with the Tostitos scoops. So I was, I felt fine about it. I waited till I scooped one into a little bowl to start, and then I waited until I saw someone else just dive in, and then I was just
Yeah,
going
but that
for it.
was later in the night, right?
Probably my second go round of that date and dip. I was
Oh,
going straight in, but other people were doing it too. So I feel like that was the move.
except like I feel like the first one, obviously everyone gets their, and then once everyone puts their plates away and you're
Yeah.
out drinking, then 4 hours goes by, then it's like all bets are off. You can go straight from the crock.
Yeah, no, it was. Ed, I'll make sure I grab this recipe for you.
It sounds intriguing. I mean, crock
It,
pot recipes are elite.
yeah, it was really good. You? What about you?
Good. I honestly, you're gonna make fun of me, but it was my mom's pasta. It was the best. It
Fucking
was
You're such a
Italian
loser.
Thanksgiving.
it
Yeah,
was it was great. I also my buddy
I had
made.
some stuffed shells for lunch today too.
So there you go. See, this cornbread casserole is fire.
Nice.
So yeah, it was good. A lot of good stuff, and then capped off today. I was like, man, like I think I'm gonna ruin this weekend.
Nope.
Just elevated the weekend.
Also, I went to the Hard Rock Casino on Wednesday night in Cincinnati. Walked in with $400. It was gone in 9 minutes. So I got absolutely rinsed, but I
Been
made it.
there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been a nice Thanksgiving. I just gotta everyone every time I'm like, I gotta stop eating. They're like, it's the holidays. Have another pumpkin cookie. I'm like, all right, fine. Twist my arm.
Yeah, been there. And then I got my last two notes. Obviously, it's still Black Friday. The sale is going.
Yep.
I got this awesome football Barstool Sports hoodie, 20% off. My hat, 20% off. Go to the store.barstoolsports.com. We got some merch in there. We still got our Home Alone sweatshirt.
Yep.
We got the
Ice cream.
ice cream tee, Michael Jordan, 23, greater than Lakers 23.
Everybody should be wearing the good, better, best now, though.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the key. The good, better, best crew necks, 20% off, also in t-shirt form, and just a ton of great merch from a lot of people in our company. But
Yep.
boys, what a fucking win. I'm fired up. And go fucking Bears, man.
Go Bears.
Go
Go
Bears.
Bears.
Go Bears. Bear
See you
down.
guys on Monday morning.
No,
See
no,
ya.
no episode next week. No episode next week. We did two this week. So
Dave, I'll still just talk to you in person on Monday.
Okay. Sounds
yeah.
great.
So
Yeah.
we will
Looking
be
forward
back.
to it. Let's go hunt at the Wells next week. Can we do that?
You know what? I think I'm ready for that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk. All
We'll be
right,
there
I
next.
gotta go. My computer's about to
All
die.
right, let me close out the show. You didn't have to say that. All right, so Monday, Cyber Monday. See you guys there. No episode next week, and then we'll be back following week after the Packers game.